Hey folks, Dolph Vandale here, and today I'm bringing you a video I kind of regret not having made last year, and that was my top 10 hard rock and heavy metal albums of 2021. I don't know why, I just never got around to it. I had the list complete. The list is, well, basically it's been sitting CD style in for a year and over a year. So, but we often go back and look at previous years and talk about what was good and what wasn't. So I'm going to go ahead and do my favorite albums of 2021. Now, when looking at this list, there are a couple things you got to remember. One, this is my favorite. This is what I was listening to. This isn't a best of. I'm not trying to have that argument. This is my favorite. What I was listening to the most, ranked kind of that way. What I listened to the most. The second thing is, if you see albums that you think should have been on this list, there's a good chance I don't have them. Money sometimes gets in the way. There's still some albums from 2021 that I know I haven't gotten. Halloween popped into my mind right away. And I think there's some other ones that I haven't picked up. A lot of people, I think, were talking about Todd LaTorre's he had an album that had Suffering in the title, and yeah, I haven't picked that one up either. And so there are going to be those kind of omissions. Again, this is my favorite of what I was able to pick up in 2021. One advantage of doing this list now is that if I had done it back in January 2022, they weren't out on vinyl yet. So I don't have the whole top 10 on vinyl, but I've got a few more than I would have had back then. So let's just go ahead and jump into this list. Number 10, Sunbaum. This is Evil and Divine. It is a side project of Michael Sweet from Stryper and Joel Hoekstra. It's heavier than what Michael usually does. And of course, I picked it up mainly because, anything Stryper related, I'm going to pick up. But I really liked it. I like the heavier sound. And, yeah, it just, it didn't get a lot of, kind of heard mixed reviews on this album, but I enjoyed it. So it came in at number 10. At number 9, Iron Maiden, Senjutsu. And, I can't say that this album has caught on with me quite like Book of Souls. And I know there are probably Maiden fans out there rolling their eyes saying neither one of the albums are any good. But I enjoyed this. And I really liked Book of Souls. This hadn't quite grabbed me like Book of Souls, but good enough to make it to number 9 on this list. And that's Iron Maiden. At number 8 is one of the albums that didn't get released on vinyl until 22, and that is Vindicator, Communal Decay. What a fantastic album. And starting to really dig this band. Yeah, good stuff. Vindicator, Communal Decay. Love that cover. That is some crazy artwork. Number 7, Triton, Blood of Kings. And man, it's so good to see this band back and making exceptional music. Hopefully it won't be very long before they put out another album, because this may have been their best yet. Triton, Blood of Kings. At number 6, We've got Accept, Too Mean to Die. Man, this band rocks. This is, and believe it or not, this is my first Accept album. How have I missed out on this band for so long? I just recently picked up one of their older albums. Can't remember the name. It's the one like that. Incredible band. And so they came in at number 6. How about that song, Zombie Apocalypse? Man, that's killer stuff. My number 5 album might make people scratch their heads. You probably scratch your heads most of the time you tune into this channel anyway. But it is Starmen by the Grace of Rock and Roll. And as you look at that cover, yes, they look like a Stardust tribute band. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, that makeup. Believe it or not, they do sound a little bit like Kiss. This is the type of album that I think Kiss probably wishes they could still make. The lead singer does sound a little bit like Paul Stanley. A younger Paul Stanley. But, and I know, and look, I'm going to put a link to one of their videos in the description. Check it out. These guys have something going on, and yeah, don't write them off because of ridiculous makeup. And because I know, I get it. Give them a shot. I'll put the video in the description. Just give it a shot. These guys, you might not want to miss it. They already have 3 CDs out. I've got all 3 of them. Good band. All right. Now things get really right down to the nitty gritty because we're in the top 4. Man, I love this band. And believe it or not, I actually came to know who they are on my own. I stumbled across one of their albums a couple of years ago and been loving them ever since. It's Flotsam Jetson, Blood in the Water. Man, I love this band. And this is a killer album. Kind of wish I had gotten it on vinyl. Wish I had gotten their previous one on vinyl. What is wrong with me? Why don't I just, when I see Flotsam Jetson, I just need to go ahead and get them. At number 3, we've got Galeforce Subhuman, Michael Drive, Tracy G, Randy Avito, and Paul Alfieri. I wore this disc out. Great stuff. Michael Drive, I believe, was the frontman for Barren Cross. Yeah, this is a killer album. This needs a vinyl pressing. I don't know if it'll get one, but it definitely is deserving of a vinyl pressing. So that brings us to the final 2. Man, it's so hard to pick because I wore both of these albums out. Just both are so fantastic. They're both progressive thrash and just outstanding. In the number 2 spot, I've got Tostitos Myths. Man, I just love this album. I love bands that aren't afraid to have those kind of quiet, really tender moments and then bring it heavy. Just painting with such a wide palette. Detritus did that with this album. It is spectacular. You just see that band logo. Yeah. Tostitos Myths. My number 2 album. My number 1 album, Motiva, Death of the Gunman. Again, progressive thrash. Just outstanding. Love the theme running all the way through it. This is the other one that didn't get pressed to vinyl until early this year. Matter of fact, this was the first record that I bought this year. I got up New Year's Eve at 3 in the morning to pre-order this album. They still have copies, so I obviously didn't need to do that, but I wasn't going to take a chance on missing this album. It is so good. Definitely one of my favorite new bands. Yeah. I'm telling you, don't miss out on Motiva. I'll try to put a link to one of their videos in the description as well. So that's my top 10 for 2021. Better late than never, I guess. Yeah. I just felt like I wanted to put this video together and just put it up just for the record, so to speak, maybe. But hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for joining us. For me, for these kitties, this troublemaker. How you doing, Aretha? She's going to ignore me now. So anyway, for all of us, hope you're having a great, great day. And we'll see you soon. Peace.